One explosion after another. In fact, I thought I just heard some more. The area, I don't know if you could hear that. That's another massive explosion. That sounds like it's coming from the east. And that's basically where Israeli forces have been amassed on the Israeli-Gaza border to the east. And they've been coming in from the north as well, hitting what appears to be a Hamas stronghold just north of us. I don't know that for sure. That's not been confirmed, but we've seen a lot of action just north of our position here. And when I say action, I'm talking about heavy artillery strikes, air strikes. We also heard not too long ago small arms fire, signaling basically the rattle of machine guns back.
10 people were killed, though there is one report now saying 11 people were killed in that blast. But we know 10 members of one family. Also, 2 media centers built. Whoa! Well, that was a rather large explosion. Yeah. That occurred. Just look out here. I can't actually see where the impact of that was. It's actually set off a number of car alarms. But that was probably the largest explosion that we've heard just in the past. Really in the past hour. There have been a number of explosions.
The military has said it may have come from Hamas in a rocket which misfired. Do you know at this point? Do you have any more certainty?
No, I don't know, but I do know who's responsible for it, and that's Hamas, because they're using schools as weapons depots, and I think it would be a disservice to your viewers for a reporter from Gaza not to mention that in the last week we had 2 different UNRWA schools where we had actually rockets found in the schools and handed over to Hamas. I also think it's a disservice.
These are 2 different UN.
Israel alongside the Mediterranean Ocean. It's about the size of New Jersey, 7.5 million people, 75% Jewish. The economy is good, unemployment below 7% right now. Gaza, by comparison, quite small. Geographically, only twice as big as Washington, D.C. It is predominantly Palestinian. The unemployment rate is very high there, and the economy is quite bad. GlobalFirepower.com has called Israel the 10th most powerful military in the world. So let's break that down.
I understand Israel's desire to protect itself.
I think what the Israelis are doing is very important.
Israel has no choice but to take military action.
The Israelis are doing the only thing they can possibly do to defend their population.
The missile firings into Israel, I think, brought a proper response from the Israelis.
The Israeli military launched its attack on Gaza because Hamas simply would not stop firing rockets into Israel. Would you agree that Hamas is to blame for all of these terrible Palestinian deaths?
Absolutely not. You are blaming the victim. It has been proven time and again that even when Hamas does not fire a single rocket, and it's important to note that these rockets do not have explosive heads, that nonetheless Israel continues to fire upon Gaza. Over the course of the past 2 years, there have been close to 2,000 Palestinians in Gaza who've been killed. And most recently, when Americans were celebrating the election victory of Barack Obama, Israel used that opportunity to go into the Gaza Strip and kill Palestinians. So this is not at all a question of Israel simply responding. It's a question of Israel initiating. And this is a violation of international law.
Boy, you are completely misrepresenting the facts, but I'll move on. Fired more than 6,000 rockets raining down on